So guys, Jamie back here again. Here's another Heath Ledger video. I just woke the fuck up. I had this dream of Heath Ledger. Me and my friend Lynn. We went back in time, and we finally saw what Heath Ledger actually looked like as an infant. Because no one actually saw what he looked like as an infant. I mean, yeah, we see pictures of him when he's like 4 years old and stuff, shit like that. But when this is like an actual infant Heath Ledger that no one has ever saw. Um, that's all. It's pretty cool. But yeah, oh my god, this is awesome. But yeah, I have been. Like, this is my. I've been dreaming of Heath. I mean, I'm getting so emotional now. But yeah, I'm so excited just um, because I never thought I'd dream of Heath again. My first dream whenever I told my friend Lynn, I told her I had my first dream of Heath, and my first dream was Heath Ledger documentary. No, it wasn't a documentary. It was the whole trilogy of him, all on DVD. I think it came in two discs. Discs. Can't say it right. Discs. Um, because it's a trilogy, obviously. So, yeah, back to the dream. Today. Well, last night, that is. Well, I basically just woke up now, so I kind of dreamed of it just now, actually. Uh, but, yeah, I dreamed that me and my friend Lynn, we went to, I don't want to say it was like an orphanage, but, I'm trying to figure out who was in my dream. I'm searching for him right now, actually, so don't mind me. I'm sorry, guys, if I'm not talking to you right now. I'm searching something very important on who was raising him. It wasn't his parents or anything like that. I'm not sure where the hell they were at. They were probably busy and they were babysitting. So they got a couple people to babysit of him. So, yeah, trying to find it. Hang on. Sorry, guys. I ain't trying to piss you guys off or anything like that.
How do you top the original band?
I'm watching this video because some guy commented down below it, and there's this famous celebrity name who had, I don't want to say adopted. Oh, okay, here it is. You guys, are you guys familiar with Robert Downey Jr.? He was in the Shaggy Dog and a few other movies, stuff like that. I'm pretty sure he won an Oscar award and shit like that. He goes to the Oscar award festivals, so stuff like that. Well, fucking Robert Downey Jr. He was raising Heath Ledger as an infant, and there was a woman there, but I can't remember what the hell she looked like. As a matter of fact, I didn't see her at all, but yeah, Robert Downey Jr. was there. I thought it was pretty awesome. I thought, because I am a huge fan of him after all. But yeah, are you guys familiar with that video? People saying, "Oh, Heath Ledger wasn't clowning around." Video. If you guys watch that clowning around video, you know how people point out and saying, "Oh, that's Heath Ledger when he's real young." No, it's not. It's a fucking decoy. That's what it was in my dream. So the woman took me to the actual room on where Heath Ledger was born at, and I saw him. Me and my friend, we came in the room and we saw him, and he was like in a baby carriage, stuff like that. Like he wasn't a newborn. Like he was like a couple months old. Like he can like crawl and shit like that. Like I remember we played hide and seek with him. That's one thing I remembered. Um, what else? Yeah, as soon as we came in the room, there was no words. It was sad because we know what was going to happen to him in the future and shit like that. And like I said, like we went back in time. You know, this is an emotional moment for me. So yeah. But it was sad because we know what was going to happen to him in the future and shit like that. But yeah. God, I miss that guy so much. I wish he didn't go. He's my number one man. But yeah. So as soon as we came in the room, the infant of Heath Ledger, he was like looking at us like, do I know you guys? Because he's not familiar like what we look like. Because he's familiar looking at his parents instead of us. I remember that. So, yeah, as a matter of fact, I remember so much detail now, just by thinking of it. We play hide and seek with him. Oh yeah, what was so ironic? He'd be able to paint shit. He painted a fucking Batman picture on the wall. It was so good looking. I'm sure you got the help of doing it, but he painted it. It's so ironic because he was a Batman fan. Well, not really, but he would dress up as a. I'm sure how old he was, but he was like 4 years old, and I'm sure if it was his parents that got him the costume, but Heath Ledger he dressed up as Batman for Halloween or some shit. When he was like 4 years old or some shit, if I'm not mistaken. He was like 4 years old or some shit. 4 or 5. You can tell if you look back on his images when he's like real young and he dresses up as Batman and that shit. Which is really ironic because this is before he got the role and shit like that as the Joker and that shit. And as a matter of fact, he wanted to play as Batman if you guys did not know that. Which is pretty ironic. So yeah, that was pretty awesome I thought. I remember that tiny detail in my dream. There was an image of Batman logo on the wall, and I pointed it out and I said, "Did you do that? Did you do that?" And he shook his head. It was like that. It was cute, but yeah, I love that tiny little detail. Yeah, we played hide and seek. He painted a lot of stuff. He was very artistic of a little guy. But the only painting I was familiar with was the Batman. So that was pretty fucking awesome, I thought. The Batman logo. He'd be able to crawl under that. So, yeah, I already told you guys that, I think. He'd be able to crawl, but not talk, really. Because I don't remember him talking at all. But yeah, it was so awesome. The lady, she didn't want to. She was like a nurse. This is like at an orphanage. And like how I said, like in the one kid and clowning around video and saying how everyone points out and saying that's Heath Ledger, which it isn't, which it really isn't because if you look at him when he's like real fucking young, it looks so much just like Heath. So I ain't trying to sound rude or anything, but seriously, like even my friend Lynn saying that doesn't look like him either, and I was right on that. I thought the same fucking thing. It doesn't look like him, but yeah. So the woman that runs the orphanage, she didn't want me and my friend Lynn go into Heath Ledger's room, like where he's born from, well raised at temporary. and I'm not sure if it's an orphanage, but it kind of is because I remember she kept him like locked away and secretive. Because not because he was famous at the time, which he wasn't, but he was busy doing stuff. He was a guy that was sleeping, or it was like his nap time. No, as a matter of fact, it was his lunchtime. It was his lunchtime. So me and my friend Lynn saying, "Oh, that's perfect. I mean, it's his lunch break, so it shouldn't be no problem to go in there." So, well, how about we come back here when it's his lunchtime, and we get a little interview of him saying that we were here once, whenever he was a kid, as an infant. That is, because no one ever saw him as an infant. I don't think there is a picture of him as an infant. Okay, yeah, there is. And he looks so much like the way how I saw in the dream, so yeah. It was like one picture of him, okay. Other than his daughter Matilda, obviously. So yeah, and it's pretty awesome because it looks so much like them how I imagine in the dream. So yeah. But that is pretty much about it for this video. I might actually put this on YouTube because it's very powerful of how I'm a huge fan of Heath Ledger. So a lot of you do not know that. So yeah. So yeah, I might actually put this on YouTube and share it with the group. So yeah, hope you guys like the video and tell me guys what you think of it and shit like that. And so yeah, I'll see you guys later. See you, bye.